Tom France, shalom.
שלום לך, מה נשמע?
על הכיפק. And welcome to Culture Buzz.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
Tom, you have enjoyed a sudden celebritism thanks to MasterChef.
Yeah, this is true.
So this is our opportunity to congratulate you
Thank you very much.
for winning this TV competition. And we are very curious, Tom, about you, as you can imagine. So maybe this will be a wonderful opportunity to learn more about you.
Okay.
So the floor is yours, my friend.
So what can I tell you? I mean, I came from Germany to Israel already a couple of years ago. I came on my own. I had been visiting Israel for many years already before, almost now for 25 years. I was 15 or 16 when I came here the first time with a school exchange. Later on, I wanted to live here for longer, and I found an organization which is called Action, Peace Service and Reconciliation. And I came here to do a peace service for 1.5 years, and I worked with Holocaust survivors. It was a very interesting and very good time for me.
Impressive, if we may say so ourselves.
Yeah, it was also hard, but it was, I think, very important for someone who loves this country and one connects and comes from Germany. I think one has to deal and confrontate himself with the past, and it's too important to neglect it.
And we know that your background is with legal affairs.
Yeah, I have different background for what I'm doing today. I worked in a bank after I finished school, and then I learned law, and I became a lawyer. A German lawyer. And as such, I came also to Israel, and I started also working here with law office. I became a consultant for German law.
Uh-huh.
And but what can I tell you? I didn't have real passion for what I did.
Something was missing.
I thought it's the right profession for me, and I'm sure I was and could have become a real good lawyer, but it was not my destiny. It didn't feel right. Like the place where I lived in Germany was not right for me. Like my religion was not right for me. So this was one of the last things I felt I have to make a change about, but I couldn't. I mean, I didn't know how. It was my wife that first really acknowledged my cooking skills.
Uh-huh.
And said, you deserve to be, really acknowledged on a higher level. I mean, you're cooking too good for being just our home cook.
So we have to thank your wife.
Yes, she's to blame.
Wonderful.
And she was the one then that finally really convinced me and pushed me to go to the MasterChef. I mean, there were 2 seasons before. This was the 3rd season now of the MasterChef. And the first 2 seasons she didn't succeed. She didn't convince me to go. And also the 3rd season, it was not so easy. It was also the 3rd attempt. Only when I finally, said like, okay, I'm going.
Okay, lucky us. Lucky us. A small bird has whispered in our ear that a certain scholarship played an important role in us enjoying you as much as we enjoy you today.
Yeah.
Maybe a few words about this scholarship.
This is also true. I mean, before I left Germany, I also tried ways to how to make it to come to Israel and make myself, first of all, to stay legally in this country, which is not so easy for a tourist, and also how to survive, to make money. And so one of the ideas that came up, I had started a doctorate, and
PhD.
A PhD, and so I found that there are scholarships for, also for lawyers and for other studies too. And I simply applied, still from Germany, for such a scholarship. And actually, for my disappointment, I got a negative answer first.
Oh.
And I came here, after all, without a scholarship. And during the time I was already here, then suddenly a year later, I became a positive answer.
Hey.
And which was actually like, it was a much better timing because the times were harder then already, and it was for me great because then could continue doing my studies and stay in Israel. And in my case, I continued doing my conversion, and so prepare also to do a real Aliyah after finishing my studies.
Wow. So we have to thank not only your will to become Jewish, but also the Israeli embassy in Berlin and the Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Jerusalem.
Yeah, there are a lot of there are a lot of things coming together to make this happen. And
But I think it's much more than that. We have to thank you being so persistent.
yeah, I think without being persistent, I mean, not only in my case, I think for everyone who comes from abroad and wants to stay in Israel and stay for good, it is not so easy. I mean, it's wonderful to live in this country. It's a beautiful country. It's wonderful people, and when you once are here and make your living, it's the best place to be. But, and it's not my own experience, it's the experience of many people, it is not so easy in the beginning. You have to learn the language, you have to find a job and continue your career, which you had already before you come here. And you need to be persistent. You have to really to know what you want and that you know it, because you're going to be really tested with your will and many times. It's not just that you decide I come and then you come here and then everything's already fine. No, you have to continue.
Yeah.
And
it's a test. You are being
more
tested.
Than,
You are
more
being
than
tested.
3 months. It's more than even 3 years. It can take a couple of years till you are in your life and career where you left your life before. And you have to know this in advance. But if you really want this, you can make it. And it's worthwhile.
Wow, optimistic. So basically it's both persistence and strong believing in yourself. And maybe
in my case, I also said it's in Hashem. It's not only
Hashem,
myself.
of course.
I could not have made myself this way alone. I have to admit, I must have had
so
from above.
Praise
from
the
above.
Lord, and also patience. And maybe one thing that you left out, understanding chutzpah and understanding the mentality of the people.
Yeah, learn the mentality of the people. You know, don't get too easily annoyed. I mean, there are wonderful people that it's a different mentality.
Yeah. Let's switch, in your permission, Tom, to what has become the center of your activities since this wonderful win of MasterChef. Let's talk about food.
Yes.
Let's talk about
food and
this
cooking,
passion of yours
around.
and your plans when it comes to food. So what keeps you busy now?
Really, my life has changed a lot. So my life is not going around paragraphs anymore. I'm not working on the computer all the time. I'm much more working in the kitchen today, and everything is around food. It's for me, it's wonderful because it's really my passion. I love it, and lucky I am. Also, my wife comes from this business and understands very much, so we can work together today. So today I make a lot of projects that are around food, which is many times it's around to give how do you say it, a culinary counsel to firms, to restaurants. I build menus. I provide bigger companies with recipes that they use for their homepage, for their Facebook, also for the products, the packs themselves, to sell it in the supermarkets. So they need it for the PR and for advertisements. I have managed already, and I'm very proud of this. It's really happening only lately, but it was a huge project, and it's going to be on air soon. I did my own cooking book. It's on Israeli food. It's
Mazal tov.
The food of the taste of Israel.
Wow.
But it's going to be published in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, which will be in German first. And it's also, I think, the right thing because, I mean, I must say I have become, and it was not my decision, but it's a beautiful task. I've become a sort of ambassador.
Israeli food ambassador.
Yes, it's like I become an Israeli ambassador for Germany. I have a lot of publicity in Germany. I'm really appearing every month, once or twice on German TV and on newspapers, and I'm considered there the Israeli chef. And people know me for my Israeli food. So
Wow.
I'm cooking Israeli food in Germany, and I'm cooking the German and European food in Israel. So it's the other ambassador
Amazing.
role. I'm here as an ambassador for Germany, culinary ambassador, but it's very nice because both, formal ambassadors recognize my task and also use my services for this
Wonderful.
purposes.
We just noticed before we came here a wonderful picture of yourself with two people we recognized as the German foreign minister and the famous German actress.
Yeah, it's very nice to meet them because they know me for what I'm doing, for what I've done. That I won this MasterChef competition, and for for the story of my life. And it's beautiful because it's the people in the street, simple people in the street, and also the diplomatic circles know about my story, and everyone gets connected in their way to what I'm doing today.
And it's indeed a wonderful story. I think we can talk about Tom Franz's culinary bridge between Israel and Germany.
I think it's really a bridge. Food is building bridges, like many things that are around art. It's like music, it's food, it's connecting people. It's not like, when people come together to have important meetings, celebrations, whatever, it's always, they always eat. You feel comfortable when you eat and you are not hungry. So it's really a big privilege to do this between two peoples, and to do this between especially these two peoples that are, for me, both my peoples. So I'm very, very privileged position today to work in between the two countries.
I believe we are privileged as well to have you.
Thank you.
As a newcomer to the Jewish people, I have to make sure...
Arrival.
You're welcome. I have to make sure that you know the famous joke about what do all Jewish holidays have in common.
It's that someone wanted to kill us and we survived, so
Let's eat.
let's eat together.
Wonderful. Tom, I want to wish you all the best in the future. Thank you for coming, and I mean it
Thank you.
from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you very much.
And good luck.
Thank you.
תודה רבה, שלום.